Fraser, how did Andy's Man Club start up at Southend United?
So about 4 years ago, 4.5 years ago, a guy called Darren Smith was suffering with his mental health, and he looked around for something to help him out, and he found Andy's Man Club online. He very soon went into COVID lockdown, and he was benefiting greatly from it, but he thought this would be even better face to face. So he went to what was his local club from Southend at the time, which was Peterborough. And obviously that's a long way to go. So he basically contacted AMC head office in Halifax and said, I'm going to start up my own club in Southend. And they basically got bullied by him into sending him equipment, and which is pretty minimal, but like t-shirts, promotional handouts, leaflets, cards, everything else that you see, sort of like banners and things like that. And he started up a club here with some friends. And again, it went from strength to strength. And but what used to be sort of just in this bar, in the Shrimpers Bar, we now use what we call the green room, and the Kevin Mayer suite at the back as well, at the very least. And sort of some weeks we sort of head up to the captain's bar as well. So we often have sort of up to sort of 40, 50 men here every week.
And then what brought you personally to Andy's Man Club as well?
So I was going through a bit of a rough patch. I was suffering with extreme anxiety. I'm a 3-time suicide survivor, and all 3 times I can say that I was saved by this club and by my friends and family. They sort of rallied round where I thought I was going to have no one to support me, and this club in particular sort of gave me a voice, gave me a venue to use my voice, and I came through. And as I say, it's turned me around completely, and I am the lead facilitator here now.
And then, so what is your role within the group now as lead facilitator?
So I often say to people, my job on a Monday night is to turn up, put chairs in a circle and put a kettle on. It's a little bit more than that. So it's making sure that I've got enough facilitators to run the circles that we think we're going to need on a Monday night. So there's generally sort of 7 to 9 of us down here to run a group of 40 to 50 men, as I said, and make sure that we get the talking ball. We have a ball that if you've got the ball, it's your turn to talk, type thing, and that's it. But as I was saying, we've got 5 questions every week. It's the same format across the other 500 clubs around the UK that we have running at the same time every week. First 3 questions are the same. So question 1 is, how's your week been? Pretty light touch, like, you know, yeah, it's been a good week, possible. Question 2 is 1 positive from your week. We believe that no matter how bad your week is, there'll be something positive in there somewhere. And I think that that's probably the most important question of the week, because it makes you look inside and look for something positive, look for the silver lining, if you will. And then question 3 is anything to get off your chest. So that's generally your big share, you know, what's brought you here sort of tonight. Then questions 4 and 5 are a little bit more light-hearted, and they're sort of things. My favourite question, 5 question, is what's your favourite biscuit? Because all hell breaks loose, and you generally get people that have turned up grey and drawn, leaving with pink fluffy cheeks, and they've had a good time, they've enjoyed themselves, and they leave with a smile. And that's what we sort of enjoy, is getting people to sort of leave with a smile.
And then, so who do you think can benefit from going to Andy's Man Club?
Ooh, that's a difficult one. In my opinion, anyone can benefit from it. We've got people here who are registered disabled to sort of fully able athletes, from sort of like people who've got not 2 pennies to rub together, to very successful businessmen. Everybody can suffer with anxiety. Everyone can feel down. It's okay, because it's part of the human condition. It's what happens to us. We have good days, we have bad days. But what we provide you is a safe venue where we don't take a register, we don't tick you off on a list, we don't report back to anyone. If you turn up and tell us your name's Bob, we'll call you Bob. As long as you answer to Bob, you know, it's not important to us who you are. We will welcome people through that door, What we say is that we're here for that one man. If we sort of turn up on a Monday night and one person walks through the door and they leave feeling better, that's fine. That's what we're here for. So as I say, anyone can benefit from what we do. It's very simple.
And then, so what's Andy's Man Club done for you personally? You mentioned you've had your history and everything, but they're helping you push through as well, aren't they?
Oh God, yeah. I mean, I'm not a professional. None of the facilitators are professional, like mental health gurus or anything. I'm a professional chemist. That's what I do for a living. That's what's paid my mortgage for the past 39 years. But what it's done for me is made me realise that I'm worth something to people that I don't necessarily know, and it's really quite uplifting to know that. So I turn up here, I put chairs out, and people leave here sort of feeling a lot better than when they arrived. And again, we've got a wider community, so we have an online Facebook group, so that if you're not on a Monday and you feel a little bit down, then you can still get your message across and get support. And I've done that, so it's made me better. And then I feel that I'm now giving back and sort of helping out. But it's as part of everyday life. You still feel a little bit down from time to time, and so you still need it. Again, it's like you don't notice the medication until you stop taking it, and then sort of that's when you suffer. So every Monday, 7 till 9, I'll be down here.
Nice one. And then just finally, how important is it to provide spaces for men to open up about their mental health? Yeah.
No, again, men are particularly bad at talking, and we find that most of our referrals are from mums, wives, sisters, aunts, daughters, saying that my dad, insert relative's name there, needs to come here. Can he help? And we've also find that most of our thanks come from ladies. We're not an anti-lady organisation. We're an organisation that realises that men are stupid, and that sort of sometimes when there's a lady in the room, we act very differently, and we can't get our inner self out, because that would be showing weakness and things like that. So it's all about just getting that safe space and making sure that we can sort of get our message out. And it's all about providing that safe space. That's what we do, is make sure that there is a safe space for people to come and vent their spleen as much as they need. And we're there to support them.